Hey guys, it's Tash here, and if you have seen any of my previous videos, you would have seen these tattered blooms that I've been making, and in a lot of my flowers I like to make these beaded clustered centers, and I actually never thought of doing a tutorial because they are so simple and easy, and I learnt from well, I don't actually know if I did learn this from someone else or if I just saw it somewhere. I'm not sure. I do know that there is a tutorial on YouTube about how to make these. I can't actually remember the name of the person who does it, but I will put the link to the video down below. I do my beaded centers a little bit differently, but nevertheless they are both super simple and quick and fun to make. These are one of those things that can get a little bit addictive. You can sort of sit there and spend some time while you're watching TV or something, can make a whole bunch of these up. So I don't by any means to claim that I invented this or anything like that. So I'm just going to show you how I make them, and they're so easy, guys. So those are the beaded centers, and I'm going to show you a couple of ways of how I put them together. So they come out like this. And what I actually do is I just sit there while I watch TV sometimes, and I just make up heaps of these rings of beads. And as you can see, that's literally all it is, just wire with beads on them. So here's a couple of I love these sort of neutral tones, these earthy tones. That's not earthy tones. But you can use all types of beads. I hope you can see that clearly. My camera is dumb, guys. Anyway, so I'll better get to it because I don't want this movie to be too long. Here's a pink one. So yeah, what you'll need is a selection of beads, and what I do is I just grab a handful of whatever beads I want to use, and I put them in these little containers because I find that when they're all together like this, then you can sort of just pick. And I'm a random kind of person. I like things to look different and unique and that kind of thing. If you are someone who likes it to be more uniform, then go ahead. You can totally put them so that they are in a pattern like that, or alternate them with whatever beads you like. So you totally can do them like that, any way you like. So what you'll need is something to cut your wire. I just use these old scissors. You can use wire cutters, but I just use these old scissors. They're just for my wire cutting. Yeah, you'll need some beads, a various amount. You don't want them to be too big because they are going in the middle of your flower centers. So that's the only sort of limitation there is. But I mean, hey, if you want big beads in the middle of your flowers, go for it. Some wire. I can't remember what gauge it is, and I can't find the roll of wire. I've just got these extra the offcuts from my other bits of wire that I have to use right now because I cannot find my little spool of wire. And I'll put the gauge number when I edit this video because I cannot remember. It is super ultra skinny wire. That's what gauge it is, guys. Super ultra skinny. So yeah, so you'll need some wire. You will need to fire up your hot glue gun, and I think that's it. So this is how easy this is, guys. You literally just take your beads and thread them onto the wire. Now, I like to have a selection, and the other thing I like is pearls. I have got a thing for pearls, so as many pearls as I can get on, you know, I just love pearls. So, and I like these little spacer things. I think the gold or the silver spacers just set them off. They sort of just set all the other beads off. Can you see, guys? I don't know if you can see. Oh, I'm having problems seeing today. See? So you just thread them on. I love to use a variety of different types of beads. See, like here's a seed bead. Oops. Here's a seed bead. I often use these little teardrop kind of beads. It's just an acrylic bead. See, that's going on there. Maybe another pearl. Another pearl. You can use these little bead caps. Oopsie. Where is it gone? That wasn't even the bead cap. I picked up the wrong one. Use these little bead caps. So that can go on. How about another pearl? Okay. Pearl, another little gold spacer. So I don't sort of have a, you know, you can stop and test how sort of round your beads are coming, what kind of shape they're forming. I don't have any rule or rhyme or reason as to what length you want to do it. It's totally up to you. Obviously, the more beads you thread on, the longer the strand of beads is going to be, and then therefore the bigger the circle is. So that's really up to you. However big you want that center in the middle. Here's let's put this little acrylic bead on. I think I'll just put one more pearl, little one, medium sized one then, because there's no little ones. And I love using these little chip beads, are quite cool. So I think that's us. That's quite big. That's going to be a big one. Maybe I might take some off. I think I will, guys. I'm just going to take a couple off. That's the end. Yeah, that's better. So then all you do is you bring the two ends together. Can you see? You bring those two ends together. Is that better without the light? Maybe you can see. Oh, I think you can see better without the light. So yeah, you bring the two ends together and you just give them a twist. And you want to twist them about 4 or 5 times. You want to twist them enough to make sure that they are stayed together, but not too much that you break the whole wire off, because that happens and it's pain. Beads go everywhere and it's annoying. And then I just nip that little tail off. Just like so. Be careful when you nip those tails off, guys, because they bounce all over the place. And if you've got children, you don't want them standing on them. So, and then if you can see there, I don't know if you can see, but there's a little wire tail there that I just cover, and I just bend that under. So where the wire is bent under, that will essentially be the underside. So there we have it, guys. There's our little beaded center. So that's one way of doing them. I'll just quickly do a little pink one for you. So we just do the same thing. We just thread our beads onto our wire, and it's so super easy. Pink, pearl, pink, pearl, pink, this fat acrylic one, which I don't really want to put this on, but I just will. Oh, can you guys even see? Pink. We'll put another pink one on. I haven't put any gold ones on this one, guys. Pearl. And then bring the two ends together and twist them on. Then I just cut off that little thing and tuck it under, like so. So there we have our little beaded rings there. Now, the next step is, I make heaps up like this, and I just chuck them in my little container that I have for all my centres. And as here's a purple one. And when this is just one of those rosette shabby sheets because I haven't got a spare flower to show you to put a centre on right now. Yeah, and then when I come to do my flower, that is when I put them on. So I do it that way. I hope my glue gun is, yeah. So this is how I attach them to my flowers. I just always need a new glue stick when you have to do a video. Wherever that little tail is that I tucked under, there it is. So that's how you know it's the underside, so that's the side you glue. And I just hot glue. I pop it in the middle of my flower, like so. And then depending on how big the middle is, you can put a button, you can put a half back pearl. I just generally sort of fill the middle up with, sorry guys, my glue stick just decided to go south. So yeah, I generally just pop a little pearl in the middle, or a couple of pearls if I need to fill the middle up. So there's a purple one, guys. There are some other ways you can do the centres. If you can make them up like rings like this, but if you want to like make them up fully so they are ready to go onto some of your projects, you can also do them like this. These are normal sized ones. You can put them onto a little bit of card, like so. And then what you need to do is, well, you don't even have to, but I think it's better if you trim these little edges off so you can't see. So you can do it that way. The other way that you can do it, which is not the way I like to do it, but you can do it this way and it is perfectly fine. Just excuse my scungy silicone mat. I can't use those nice craft mats, guys, because I wreck them. I stab them with my scissors and all sorts of stuff. So if you've got a silicone mat or some kind of non-stick surface, you can also do them this way. If you want to have them all made up, you just put a little bit of a circular, then you just place your beaded centre on there like that, press it down firmly, you grab yourself another bead and you fill the middle up with glue. Not heaps, but you want the glue to spread so it touches the other sides of the beads as well, so it all kind of gets married to one another. And you just press it down firmly, and now you just wait for it to set. Now, the reason why I don't like this method, guys, is because it can get a bit gluey. But if this is what you want to do, that's fine. You can make up a couple at a time and just have them all ready to go. I'll just make another one up while we're waiting for that one to glue to dry. So you just put the glue on, you set it down onto your mat, and you go ahead and put a couple of beads in the middle. Just remembering you want them to sort of touch. So press that down like that, and then you can just easily pull those off, and then you have your little centre ready to go into one of your flowers. don't try and pick this puppy off before it's dry, because it just ends up a mess, and it's hard for me to resist, which is kind of one of the reasons why I don't do it that way, because mine just come out quite messy. The other great thing about having this little mix of beads and making your flower centers is that you can just quickly make up a stick pin to match while you're at it. So you can just grab yourself a head pin and thread some of these beads, and because they're all in this little container, they're all gonna match. Where's one of those little, I've got none left. Yeah, they're all going to match. So what does this look like on a stick pin? Oh, ugly, guys. But you got to try, eh? One of these. One of these. Look at these, guys. Little pearl. It doesn't want to go on there. Little pearl. Another little seed bead. And a gold bead. Now, I don't know if there's a particular way how to glue these, but this is how I glue them. I just let them slip down like that, and I put a little glue there and push it up. You might want to use better glue for this if you are like making them for friends or something like that, if they're getting sent away, because they do slip when you do it this way. But if you're just like me, I'm just going to put this behind a cluster of flowers or something like that, so that gets glued in when you glue it into the back of the flowers, so not that big a deal. And yeah, so then you have easily and quickly made some beaded centers and a stick pin. So that's that, guys. This other one's dried. Here's the one I just picked off my silicone mat. So it all depends what kind of look you get. The other reason why I don't preferably do this thing is you can see the glue in the middle, and I often sell a lot of my flowers, so I kind of don't like that gluey, messy look. But I mean, if you get really good at it, and you know, you can find a way that it's not so messy. Now, I know this video has already been quite long, but I just wanted to show you one more thing with these beads, and I just hope I've got one. So another way that I've been doing these lately is, you know, you thread your beads on and you make your little beaded ring, and if you guys have got these kind of bead caps, they can be all kinds of sizes and shapes and colours. Whether you want to, you can pound these flat with your hammer, but this one I've just left. And then I just put some glue on here and pop it in the middle, like so, and then pop another bead onto there. So that was really easy, eh, guys? I would put a flat back bead into the centre there, but I forgot to get one out. Just hang on a sec. Yeah. What have we got here? Oh, I found my wire. What is this? Oh, it doesn't say. I'll have to find out. found it, yay. So I'll just make you one more of those here. This. Oh, that doesn't really go with the gold there. Haven't got another one to show you with. So, yes, I don't have another one to show you guys with. Maybe I might come back and... Oh, we'll just do this one. It's not going to look the best with this coppery bead cap and then these gold things, but you just want to hit it with some glue so it touches the edges of the beads. Like so. And then you just put a little pearl in the middle. Oh, this is going to be the messiest, ugliest centre ever, guys. Oh, God. Tasha. Yeah. So, that's pretty ugly, guys, but you get the idea. You get where I was trying to go with that. So there's a couple of ideas for beaded centres. Like I said, I can't imagine that I invented these ideas, but this is just the way I do them, and I love doing them, and they can be a little bit addictive. And once you get going, you have heaps of ideas for other ways to do them, and they're great because you don't have to have a lot of tools and supplies for this little craft, guys. You can it's easy to get your hands on a few beads and some wire. So there you go, guys. I hope you have a go and pop over to my Facebook and share with me some pictures if you make some of these, guys. I'd love to see what your creations turn out like. And I will put the link to the video I mentioned earlier down below, and all the other links that I need to put down there. Make sure you come and see me over on Facebook and make friends. That's where I hang out a lot over there. So thanks for watching, guys. Art, Song and Soul, all day, every day.